Boone Delaney stood at the edge of his modest ranch, clutching a bundle of letters that had shaped his dreams for 3 months. Each word, penned in neat script, promised a future with a woman named Sati Quinn. His heart pounded as a dust cloud grew on the horizon, signaling her arrival. The wagon stopped, and the driver tipped his hat silently. When the canvas flap parted, Boone's breath caught. 2 women stepped down, identical in every way. Auburn hair gleamed like copper in the sunlight, green eyes sparkled, and delicate features matched the letters' descriptions perfectly. Both carried worn leather satchels and wore silver lockets. Both smiled at him with the same mouth he'd imagined kissing during countless lonely nights. Mr. Delaney, the first spoke, her voice soft as a breeze. "I'm Sati Quinn, your bride." "No," the other interrupted, stepping forward with a defiant chin. "I'm Sati Quinn, and there's been a mistake." Boone's hand brushed the letters in his pocket. 3 months of courtship, now unraveling. The driver cracked his whip and left, abandoning Boone with 2 strangers who knew intimate details of his life, details only his true bride should know. Silence stretched tight as a bowstring. "Ladies," Boone said, voice rough, "let's sort this out inside." The gentler woman nodded, relief softening her face. "Of course, Mr. Delaney. In my letters, I wrote about helping my aunt at her Philadelphia bakery before the fire." Boone froze. Those words echoed the 3rd letter exactly. "The fire?" he asked. "The one from Mrs. Henderson's chimney," the bolder woman said, her voice sharp. "It took everything, which is why I answered your ad." Boone unfolded a letter. "Who wrote about the mayor named Duchess?" "I did," they said in unison. "And the buttermilk biscuit recipe from your grandmother?" "That was me," they chorused again. Boone's mind reeled. "How can you both know these things? Same name, same story, same face." "We're sisters," the bolder one said. "Twin sisters. Someone's played a cruel trick." "Sisters?" Boone pressed. "You can't both be Sati Quinn." "I'm Sati Quinn," the gentle one said softly. "And I'm Rosalie Dean," the other declared. "But my letters were signed Sati Quinn." Boone's world tilted. "Someone used your names. Your stories." Before they could answer, hoofbeats thundered. Thorne Shepherd, a man with pale eyes and silver-streaked hair, dismounted with 2 armed men. "Congratulations, Delaney," he drawled. "Didn't expect such abundance in your bride." "This is private, Shepherd," Boone snapped. "You're not welcome." Thorne's smile didn't reach his eyes. "I have an interest, considering your debt to me." "What debt?" Sati asked, stepping behind Boone. Rosalie faced Thorne. "You're the one trying to buy this land." Thorne nodded. "Delaney's refused my offers. But now, with 2 brides, we've got fraud, bigamy, maybe immigration issues, unless you sell." Boone's anger flared. "You orchestrated this." "Prove it," Thorne challenged. Sati pointed to the house. "Someone's inside." A shadow moved past the window. Boone cursed, leaving his rifle indoors. Rosalie strode toward the house, fearless. "Rosalie, don't." Sati called, but her sister ignored her. A woman emerged, tall, elegant, gray hair pulled tight. "Mrs. Whitmore," Thorne greeted her. Sati gasped. "Aunt Margaret." Margaret's gaze was cold. "Hello, Sati." "Rosalie. I'm cleaning up your father's mess, as always." "What mess?" Boone demanded. "Your bride was never real," Margaret said. "The letters were crafted from years of watching my nieces, their stories used to trap you into a fraudulent marriage." Sati paled. "You sold our lives." "I saved you," Margaret snapped. "Your father's debts would have ruined you. This way, one of you gets a husband." Thorne smirked. "Your land, Delaney, or face fraud charges." Boone looked at Satie's frightened eyes and Rosalie's blazing defiance. He realized he was falling for both, Satie's quiet strength, Rosalie's fierce courage. "You didn't count on one thing, Shepherd," he said. "I'm not selling." Thorne laughed. "You're an accessory to fraud." "Then I'll marry both," Boone said. Margaret's composure cracked. "That's not legal." "It'll tie up your charges for years," Boone countered. "And you'll explain trafficking women." Rosalie reached into her satchel, pulling out a portfolio. "Our father left us mineral rights to a Colorado silver claim. It's been producing for 2 years." Margaret scoffed. "He lost everything gambling." "He filed it under our mother's name," Satie said. "Enough to clear any debts and buy this ranch twice over." Thorne's face darkened, but before he could act, a new voice called, "I think they can prove fraud." Marshal Pierce approached, badge gleaming, 2 armed men behind him. "Got telegrams about mail fraud and missing women. Thorne's been running this scheme across 3 states." Thorne's hand twitched toward his gun, but Pierce was faster. "Drop it." When Thorne aimed at Satie, Boone lunged, but Rosalie tackled her sister first. A gunshot rang out. Thorne stumbled, hit by Pierce's bullet, but Rosalie cried out, blood staining her shoulder. Boone carried her inside, laying her on the kitchen table. Satie worked quickly, bandaging the wound. "Our mother was a midwife," she explained. "She taught us." Rosalie, pale but defiant, whispered, "Don't look at me like I'm dying." "Wouldn't dare," Boone said, heart racing. Outside, Pierce secured Margaret, but news came, Thorne had escaped. As smoke rose from the barn, Satie gasped, "He's burning us out." Thorne's men surrounded them, and a whistle signaled a stampede. Boone's horses, driven by fire, charged toward the house. "He means to trample us," Pierce said. Boone handed Satie a rifle. "Can you shoot?" "Better than most," she replied. "Cover the windows." Carrying Rosalie, Boone stepped onto the porch. "Put me down," she urged. He set her against the railing, then faced the stampede and sang, a low, calming tune his father taught him. The horses slowed, confused. Thorne's voice roared, "Kill them." A shot splintered the porch. Satie appeared, rifle steady, and fired. Thorne fell, Pierce's bullet ensuring he stayed down. The fire was doused, the horses calmed. Boone faced the sisters. "I love you both. I don't know how to choose." "Then don't," Rosalie said. Satie took his hand. "We both fell for the man in those letters. We want to stay, together." "Marry Satie," Rosalie said. "She needs the protection." "I'll stay anyway. This feels like home." 3 months later, Boone and Satie's wedding was the talk of the county, with Rosalie as maid of honor. They ran the ranch together, defying whispers. Margaret served 2 years for fraud. Thorne's schemes died with him.